Hello, everyone, and welcome to our daily lives to help you refocus on your business. Today is our daily live number 5, and it's also the day number 27 of the war. Can't believe that I'm saying this, but it's the truth. We are 27 days in this war. In Israel, there is a saying that we speak about the war routine, which are two words that I never thought we could put together. But this is where we are. We have to find a way to live with this new reality, and everyone is bringing forward their best expertise, the best way that they can help. You can see so many initiatives in Israel. It's amazing to see so many people are ready to help, and whether it's soldiers or families that have been displaced, or everywhere you have so many people helping. And as you know, as the global network for Jewish women entrepreneurs has decided to focus all our help to small business owners in Israel. And so that's why I come every day here at 10 a.m. Israel time, and I go live in our Facebook group, but also on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. And you can watch the replays if you haven't seen them, because every day I'm building up basically a structure and a framework for you to be able to hold on to that, so that you can know where to start from when you're ready to refocus on your business. And I say when because, as we said in the previous lives, everyone has their own way of reacting and their own rhythm. And some people might be ready to start. And I see more and more people, I'll speak more about that. But I see more and more people ready to refocus on their business. I mean, some of it is also because there's no choice. We have to make money. We have to bring in a revenue. We have to have an income. And some of it is also because it's also helping having something to do and being focused on something else than on everything else that you can control. So I want to remind everyone that those lives are for people that are ready to refocus. But if you're not there yet, and if you feel that, I see a lot of people saying, I need to take a step back from social media. I need to be home. I need to cocoon. I need to be with my family. I need to stop, what I'm doing right now. And that's okay. I want you to really know that this is okay. I know my way of coping with stress and with the unknown is to get into action mode. And that's why for me, doing those daily lives every day, I'm doing it, for you guys, but I'm also doing it for me because it's helping me having a structure in my day. And since I started, since I think the beginning of this week, I've been back on my routine, and we spoke about that on day 3 of our daily lives, the importance of routine. The second reminder that I want to speak about, and I say that every day, but it's really, really important, is that those lives are at 10 a.m. to support Israeli business owners, Jewish women entrepreneurs who live in Israel. But it doesn't mean that we're not here to support Jewish women entrepreneurs who live all around the world. Because what is happening around the world, and we see things in the US, in the UK, in France, in Spain, and probably everywhere, in Russia, where there are a lot of anti-Semitic attacks, and it's scary. It's really scary when what you see that's happening. So again, this is a support for everyone, for all the Jewish women entrepreneurs, because I know that even if you live in the U.S. or in France or in the U.K., it's going to be hard for you to concentrate. It's going to be hard for you to focus. So much is happening that our brain cannot process everything. And if we want to be back working on our business, we have to do certain steps. We have to do it in a certain order. And that's why since the beginning of this week, even though this is daily life to refocus on your business, we have spoken about different things that are going to help us prepare to be ready for this to refocus on our business, right? So just as a reminder, on day 1 We spoke about time management and priority management, and how do we look at each day as a project, and how do we break our day into blocks of time so that we have time to do everything just in smaller chunk, right? So we have time to take care of ourselves, take care of our loved ones, do volunteering if we need, and add a block of time to focus on our business, or at least, even if it's not focused, but just to have an hour of time on our schedule every day, or a small amount of time that you sit down and work on your business, whatever you get done. And it starts by making the time. It doesn't start by saying, okay, what do I need to do? Is it urgent or not? Because right now the feeling of urgency is all upside down. There's nothing, nothing that's urgent anymore. So many things are happening that are much more, important and urgent. And so we don't have that way of, as we did before, using our intuition and saying, oh yeah, this is urgent, I need to do it, or this is important. Nothing is important or urgent anymore in our business. It all seems so futile and not important, and yet it is important because it is our livelihood and what we need to do to be able to bring our income. So we spoke on day one on how to manage our day. And again, I'm sharing the links, the YouTube links, for those of you who can find the live in the groups so that you can really rewatch them. And if you're catching this now, make sure to rewatch them in the right order so that you're, starting to structure this, putting you in a situation where you're going to be able to refocus. But before, we need to build the foundations. On day two, we spoke about self-care as one of those time blocks in your day has to be about taking care of yourself, making sure you eat healthy, you sleep, you take naps, you exercise, you see friends, you have time with them, whatever makes you feel good. We spoke about the importance of feeling good, even though it's really hard to feel good right now. I'm with you on that. But we have to put it as a goal at least, and then see if we can do it. On day three, we spoke about the importance of routines, how it's important to structure our day, and not only the whole project management thing, but also morning routine. I spoke about different books and people that help us do that. Even if you're not able to go into your whole routine, my advice is to take only one thing. Like I said, just maybe drinking water in the morning, or just exercising 10 minutes, or meditation, like whatever. I know in my routine, I do 10 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of yoga, and 10 minutes of journaling. This morning, I wasn't able to do the meditation. My head was just like all over the place. And so you're going to have to be gentle with yourself. Sometimes you will be able to, and sometimes you won't. But it's about having that structure that, again, you're removing one more decision to make. It's not getting up in the morning, what do I do now? It's like, you're just, I was gonna say like a soldier. You're not a soldier because you're not at war, but you know what I mean. Like you just have those tasks to do, and you're thinking less. There's less overwhelm on your brain. I get up, I know exactly. And the second thing, the first thing is to take something really small. And the second thing is to have a system around it, right? So again, having your clothes next to your bed if it's exercising clothes, or having your journal ready, to write. So small things like that that make it easier for you to get the routine done. And yesterday, which was day 4, we spoke about the importance before. So we were really like taking it from the inside out, right? So inside is you, your day, your self-care, your routine. And then we're out in taking care of the people that not only that you love, but also that are with you on your business journey. So we talked about the circle of influence, right? So in the beginning, the first circle are the people that you know best, your clients, your past clients, people that know you. Second circle are the people that know someone that you know. And then third circle are the people that don't know you at all. And we spoke about how it's important to reconnect with everyone. So it could be your suppliers, your strategic partners, your team, your past strategic partners, like people that you've been on the journey with, your colleagues, people that have been on your journey. The importance of connecting with them, checking in, making sure that they're okay, because this is also putting you back at your place as a business owner, as a professional, as an expert, because you're not only a human that's affected. Of course, you are that. You're also a parent, and you're also a sister, a brother. You're all that. But in order for you to refocus on your business, you have to reacquire that identity of a business owner. And that identity of a business owner goes through the connections and the people that are with you or have been with you on the journey. And so when you send a message to a past client, it's a personal message because you want to know how they're doing, but it's also reposition you as a service provider or a product or whatever you're selling. And it's like reacquiring this identity of a business owner that you need before you can see yourself refocusing. Now, again, maybe things that I'm saying you're past that and you're already, doing all that by yourself. But it's important to know the process and the steps because sometimes we fall back a few steps, right? Sometimes we're already selling and doing things, and then in the middle of the day we're like, wait, what am I doing? Who am I? Why am I doing this? Like everything doesn't make sense. And so if we go too fast with the steps, and I'm saying this to myself as well, we might miss something and then the foundations are too shaky, right? So by doing it very structured and taking the time to go, even if it delays a little bit, the time that you'll be able to sell or to be out there, you're going to come out stronger, and you're going to do it the right way. And there's no chance that you're going to step back and then, have to do it all over again. Today, on day 5, I want to speak about how do we get back in the business, like working in the business, right? So we did everything to structure our life, our personal needs, our self-care, our routine, the people that we know around us. So we are back to with our identity of entrepreneurs and not just a citizen of the world, whether you're in Israel or wherever that is a victim of what's happening, but you're taking back control and you're being proactive with what you can do, and especially with the people around you. Of course, I'm not talking about your friends and family and neighbors because that is on a personal front, but that is also helping you grounding and feeling really connected to what's happening with a sense of control, right? I spoke yesterday about this list that I have of all the people that I know that have kids in the army, that have someone in the hospital, and on a regular basis I check in, I send a message, and I feel like this is also my way of giving a support. So again, do what you need to do in order to reposition yourself as the person who can give and be proactive and be a leader, right? That's what we're talking about, leadership here. So day 5 is about getting back to work. What are the priorities? How to manage, like what to do first. And before, we're going to talk about different aspects of that, but the big aspect I want to talk about today is social media. Social media is a big topic nowadays because it's not only the place where you promote your services. Most of you have a presence on social media, whatever it is, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, right? So most of you have a presence, and it's also a way for you to, have campaigns and do marketing and do promotion and reach out to people and do lead generation or lead nurturing. For those of you who have a Facebook group, all this is what's happening in our business world today. But today, it has a different meaning as well, because social media is also the place where you share what you feel, and you can defend also your cause, and can be also the person that defends Israel, that stands with Israel, that shares messages, that is an advocate to support Israel. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for this. I think that I've been very also standing with Israel, posting things, writing articles, and everyone is doing it in their own ways. But what I want to do here is, after the first few weeks where we do what we can and we post how we can, and it comes out, and that's it, and we're just doing what we feel. There is a point, and again, you decide what is this point, when this point is for you, that you want to decide strategically for the long term as well, how you want to align all of your messaging. So I know that, especially for people that are living abroad, but it could also be for Anglos that are working internationally or globally from Israel, there is a question for them whether or not to come out really Jewish or really, standing with Israel. Now, I can't believe that I'm saying this, because it feels like this is like centuries ago and we're in 2023. But people are scared. People are scared to say that they're Jewish, and maybe it's you. People are scared to say that they live in Israel. Maybe it's you. And some people don't know how to deal with that. And some other people are out there full, 100% and defending. And so all of this is putting us in a place where not only it's our business that we're talking about, but we're being very vulnerable because we have questions that we don't necessarily know how to address. So obviously there's no one solution for all. It's not like I'm going to come and say you should do this, you should do that. Every case is different depending on what you sell, what is your target market, and also how much this is burning in you to come out and say what you need to say. So it's a very personal case by case. I know that a lot of people have come out saying, I'm going to defend Israel and I'm going to stand with Israel, even if it means that I'm losing Instagram followers or people unfriend me. I know I have unfriended people that I've seen, have a position that I don't want to be connected to, or I've really been very clear about how I support Israel. But it also has been a journey. Okay. And this is where I want also you to have self-compassion and think about it strategically. I know that for many years, I can't put a number. I think until Corona, I think a good 6 years, the first six years of my business, my positioning was that I was helping every entrepreneur, men, women, Jewish, not Jewish, Israel, not Israel, and I was focusing on the help that I was providing. The way I was screening my target market. I was helping entrepreneurs grow and scale their business in alignment with what they were born to do. And if I remember correctly, I think it was Corona that gave me that first wake up call that I knew inside of me that who I wanted to help was Jewish women. That was something that was very clear inside of me, but I didn't have the guts to come out and say to people, if you're not Jewish, I can't or I don't want to help you. It sounded to me very, how do you say, like not inclusive, at least you can say. Or if you're not a woman, you can't come into my program, or, I can't work with you. So this was a very negative way of saying it. But until I really found my voice into saying that my own alignment and my own experience was that I felt more fulfilled when I was helping Jewish women, and the global network is only for Jewish women entrepreneurs. And some people still send me messages like, how come you don't accept non-Jews, and how come you don't accept men? And I always say that, this is who I serve, and this is who I want to help, and this is a community of Jewish women. Just like, you wouldn't go to a sports team that's only for men and say, I want to be in the same sport. I mean, everything is possible now, so maybe it is, I don't know, but it's just who we serve, not because we don't want to help others, but because those are the people that we want to serve. And so this has taken me a while to get clarity around this. And I'm sharing this with you because I don't know where you are on your journey of being really clear about the people that you want to help, and having the courage to also come out and say, if you're not supporting Israel, don't, I don't want to have anything to do with you, which I personally understand. But I would also understand if you would take the time to really understand the consequences of such a decision. So my point here is there's not a right or wrong thing to do, except that there is taking the time with yourself. I think that now is a great opportunity to reassess what is your voice, what is your message, what is your content, where do you stand, how far do you want to go in terms of your exposure. I'm not saying like don't be brave and don't say what you think. If this is where it feels right for you, then do it. I'm just saying that there is, after the first outburst that we couldn't control, I think no one could, but now it's time for you to really have that conversation with yourself and saying social media is like me going in the street and screaming. That's what it is. Okay, it's me going to the street and screaming, and people are going to hear me. And it's fine. This is what it's for, and this is a great tool to reach more people, to be able to have a voice. It has changed the whole world, that every individual can scream what they feel, what they believe in, or what they think, to the world. It has really changed everything. There is a big paradigm shift, a revolution even around that. But without getting too philosophical around it, my point here is that this is like, after the first outburst that you did what you could, either you went off social media because you were scared, or you went total in and you said everything you had to say. Now I think is the time to really think strategically, to reassess who is your target market, what is your messaging, and how do you position yourself. Do you want to say it out loud? Don't you want to say it out loud? Do you want to talk about the fact that whoever is not standing with Israel, you don't want to have anything to do with them? Or do you want to put yourself in a position that's more neutral, right? So my point here is that, of course, we have our heart and our soul and everything that is standing with Israel and defending Israel, of course. But sometimes we have to make strategic decisions for our business. And this is a different conversation. Now, on social media, your personal and your professional is very connected, right? It's very hard to hide that you live in Israel, for example, on social media, unless you have two profiles, unless you don't put any pictures of where you live. I mean, it's you have to have you have to make a decision about this. It doesn't happen by itself. And my point here is, this is my message for today. Take the time to think about, what do you want your image to be? What do you want your content to be? What do you want your message to be? Who do you want to follow? And if you're ready for, yes, this is, I want to support Israel, this is clear for me that I cannot do anything else, then if some people unfollow you or unfriend you, then this is good news. Okay, this is good news, because you're being more specific about the people that you want that to follow you. And I'm not talking about people that are outright racist or anti-Semite, or I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people that have different views than you. And again, this is a conversation that you might want to take if you have a coach or a consultant, or someone that you can talk to. I'm happy to help you with that. You can tag me. And it's really a strategic decision about who am I serving, what am I believing in, what are my values, who do I want to follow me, and how do I come across on social media in a very consistent and aligned way. I need to do my homework before I come out, right? I need to make sure that I'm clear with my messaging, with what I want to say, with how I want to say it before I even come out. And that is an introduction, by the way, to when we'll speak about money generating activities, like how do we get back on selling and promoting, because it's connected to your positioning on social media. And so it is going to be really connected. So again, I'm not telling you what to do here. I'm just telling you to take the time to really think about, what is your positioning, what is your messaging, who do you want to talk to, and this is a time that you reassess this. Even if we're very clear before the war, now is a time where you have to really make a decision. Do I talk about it? I don't talk about it. Do I support, outward, or do I not support? And it's a strategic decision. So social media is not only a personal outlet, it's also your professional outlet. So you have to be clear about this, and you have to make sure that this is aligned with who you are and with the image that you want to portray. That was for day 5, my friends. Today's Thursday, so our day 6 will be on Sunday. There's no daily lives on Friday. And we'll start talking on day 6 about finances, because now that we've taken care of our emotional well-being, of our image, of the people around us, the loved ones, our self-care, like all of this is taken care of. And now we have to talk about money, because before we even go out and sell or go out and promote, we have to be aware of, where am I standing in my financial situation, my personal one and my business one. And so this is something that's a very important step. We'll do it on Sunday at 10 a.m. But before that, I'm all inviting you at 6 p.m. today, where I will make a special live. I have a special announcement to make, and this is something that is good news. Finally, we can share good news. The teasing here is it's about the conference that we are having in January 2024. But I won't say more than that. You can join me at 6 p.m. Today for a special live about this. Until then, I wish you to be safe, to stay safe, to spend time during the weekend or Shabbat with your loved ones, with yourself, to take a break if you have been working, during the week, or to change, to see friends, to do different things, and of course, stay safe. And I hope that we're only going to hear good things, and that we'll have better days really soon. Thank you so much. Shabbat shalom. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you for our next daily live on Sunday at 10 a.m.